Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, you stupid marching? All right, now we're just gonna slowly make our way out of here. Oh yeah, the housewarming party. Ground control to Major Tom. Do you hear me, Major Tom? They're opening a new gas station here. Do you hear me, Major Tom? Yeah, they're not letting you drive through there. You cocksuckers. Pink. Breast cancer awareness. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, you stupid ass? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Okay, Daisy, it's not that hot, hon. You just gotta kick it, okay? Because you gotta hear me, Major Tom. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Okay, Daisy, we're heading home, hon. Don't worry. It's not gonna be hot. Not that hot, hon. It's okay, hon. I'm kicking it for you, hon. Let's just rock and shit. Okay? I'll roll some more windows down for you. I'll give you some more cool air. Just rock it, hon. Don't worry about it. Just rock it, hon. Just rock with that, okay? Windows down for you, hon. Don't worry. Dad's got your back. Dad's got your back. Dad's got your back. Let's rock it and shit. Oh, green. Oh, good. I need green. Green fields of Georgia. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me? Oh yeah, what's the temperature out here today? About 57? It's not bad. Today I took a backpack and I put 22 pounds of weight in it. And I could barely do 4.2 miles. Now, it's true the weight's distributed kind of weird. You know, at the bottom of a backpack, and you got to kind of bend forward. But it's basically the weight, not the angle. So I lost 30 pounds. I can't imagine like doing that walk with another 10. It's crazy. I need my creatine. I got Marty some creatine. I said, hey Marty, you need some creatine to build your muscles back? He said, yeah, get me some creatine. So I got him some creatine. And I built his muscles back. And I said, let's rock. He said, all right. I filled up. Filled up for good, for sure. Oh. Hey Callie, how you doing? I'm on the long, lonely highway. Somebody's burning here. It's hello. It's quite foggy last night. I'm gonna try and get some more video tonight. The moon, it should be coming up around the trees about now. Look at this stupid fucker. I think it will be. I love recording the moon. You ever heard when the moon hits your eye? Frank Sinatra. I like Fly Me to the Moon, but I don't like that other one. So stupid. Just sounds like two nerds singing. Hey, get yourself a Mega Million, Callie. You got time. 740 million. Holy shit. You believe that? There's not going to be an escort within a 3-state area that's going to be available for a week when I had that baby. I'm going to load them up in this van. We're going to Key West. I picked Key West because it's mostly gay guys and I won't have to be worried they're going to get stolen away from me even though I'm paying for them. I think you'd have to agree with that logic, wouldn't you? Michelle is going to run, she's going to play chaperone. She's going to be paid off too. It's just going to be a totally corrupt, immoral trip. I ran it by J-Bo. She said she's not keen on the idea, but she'll make an exception. Yeah, you know, I don't really care for these vans, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't really like driving. I slept in it a couple times for different things, which wasn't bad, really. It's got a full-size bed in it. But I just don't like driving. It's got, you know, what they did with these vans is they tried to make them sporty. So they put these, you know, low-profile tires on them to make them look cool and corner better. Where the old vans, you know, they couldn't corner worth a shit, but you're not using them for that. And actually, this thing has actually a rough ride. You know, it's got TVs in it and all that bullshit. I get one of my girlfriends back in this van. That's the last thing we're going to be doing is watching TV. Maybe some porno movies. She'll say, God, that looks like you in that movie. It's like, well, you know what? As a matter of fact, it is. Yeah, and I just put 30 gallons of gas in it a little while ago. It was on empty, running on empty, Jackson Brown. Yeah, I mean, now I wouldn't even want to take one on a trip. I'm not a camper guy either, to tell you the truth. Can you hear me, Major Tom? I can tell you this, though. Did you hear what I said about putting the weights in the backpack? I put 22 pounds in a backpack, and I could barely finish 4.2 miles. I mean, it wore my ass out. No shit. Can you hear me, Major Tom? We're just running on empty. Daisy, it's not that hot, hon. Chill, relax, blow out. Buddhism. Good girl. Oh, big, huge difference. Sure is. Now tomorrow's the chat we're going to have about affairs, 9 o'clock. I hope you can make it. Just mum is the word on your end. Mum is the word. You just nod, you know, smile, don't say a word because you got too many chips on the table. Come on, come over, come on, huh? Jump. Come on, jump. Atta girl. Daisy wants to look out the window. Atta girl, I put the window down for you, hon. Yeah, we're gonna delve into all aspects of it. Thing's too loud. We're gonna delve into all aspects. Is it possible to have a positive ending? Does it make sense? Does it make the relationship stronger, weaker? Did people have it coming? A little worried about Stephanie. She had her appointment at 9 today. Said she'd call me and let me know how it was going to go, and I haven't heard from her. And it would be 6 o'clock there. So I hope she didn't get too bad of news. I told the girl who had to take her mom off life support, either today or tomorrow, I told her girlfriend there I'm going to pay for her days off. It's like the sweetest girl in the world. You know, you're working as a waitress in a Mexican restaurant. I mean, you can't exactly afford to take a week off, no matter what the reason is. I don't think your creditors understand that. Yeah, we're going to get it. I'm going to have Michelle on. Michelle is coming down from New York. She promised to just sit on my lap in a G-string, even though she's still legally married, to just put that extra little sparkle in the chat. You know, I mean, we practice what we preach. We're going to talk about affairs, and we're going to have one right before your eyes. think it's the only way to have credibility on a chat. And we'll take questions. We believe in practicing what we preach. Oh, it's a nice clear night tonight, which I'm not big on when I'm trying to get video of the moon. That moon can't be up yet. I don't know why I don't see it. Well, probably because I'm going west and it's behind me to the east, but I still should have noticed it. It's still like 91% or something. And I see an airplane way up there. Ground control to Major Tom. Boy, you look at you know, I was reading quite a bit about skin creams. And the lactic acid seems to be the expensive ingredient that separates the men from the boys. Hey, do you use a good skin cream? Kelly, do you recommend any? I know the good stuff's expensive. To me, it seems if you get under $2 an ounce, it's bullshit. I'm heading back to my house. I went to Walmart. I needed to get some more hangers and some parrot food, chicken for the vultures. I'm just running on empty, Jax Brown. Get Mega Millions, get a Mega Millions, 740 million, the drawings tonight. Imagine winning that. I'm going to do that that movie Robert Redford was in. I think it'd be a nice cheap litmus test on if people practice what they preach. Partying. So when you get some of that, do you like get the really good ones, or you just like use different ones, or what? I looked in the women's section just for the hell of it. I see they really nailed them with some crazy prices for some of that crap. See, you know, this is the downside of living out in the middle of nowhere. You gotta like drive your ass off for everything. This is actually considered a short trip for me. 21 miles, something like that, 22. Well, it's basically, you'll see videos on practically all of them. It's all spelled out. We talked about it. I was just counting up today, about 10 or 11 of them died. Some of them are still out there. Some of them got rehab on their own, like Sherry, got married, got off drugs, working full time. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Yeah, it was kind of a mixed bag with the girls. Not really a happy ending most of the time. Yeah, it's not good odds, I'll tell you that. Well, actually, you know, now I got it 12 because Allie died. So 12. 12 that I know of. Becky's still out there, believe it or not. But she's kind of with one guy. I really don't know what the deal is on that. That's old news, really. I haven't talked to Gary or Buddy in a long time. So, you know, it's getting to the point where now this is a year or two old, so I really shouldn't be saying because I don't know. I think I would have heard if something would have happened, but I haven't heard anything. Hey, Lakota. Hey, Ray. Tired. Yeah, it's a rough life out there, that's for sure. Maddie's still hanging in there, barely. Yeah, it's amazing Becky's still out there. I often wonder what happened to Ebony. Yeah, I know it. No, I really didn't. No, I told them all. No, I had a couple big druggies take me into their place one time. Had like just stacks of dope, cash, guns, show me around. On YouTube, took down about a 35-minute video of like two of the girls I interviewed injected heroin and nodding out. They took that, so I did put it up, but they took it down. No, not really. I put them all up there. You know, for a while there, you could do that stuff, and you know that's kind of what drove the channel. But then they got weird on that shit. They don't want swearing or sex talk or drug. They don't want drug talk, even if it's a drug that helps you. A prescription. No, not really. Well, honestly, where I was at, here's a fellow van driver. Where I was at, it wasn't as bad as it looked. I mean, you know, it was run down, and you hear about Detroit on the news, but the real bad part was the other side of Detroit, the east side, but it just didn't have as much action. And even if it did, I don't think I'd have went over there. I mean, that's just like crazy. I probably wouldn't have lasted a month over there. Yeah, I don't know how much I helped them. I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. It was just a genuine interest to go out and, you know, find out how they got there, why they couldn't leave, the day-to-day life of a working prostitute. And then it just got to where, you know, nobody was getting better, and, you know, they're not using the stuff that I gave them. And it's just a bunch of manipulating lies. They eat their families alive, man, with drama. And there was just, you know, there was no rainbow at the end of the story, and I just said, fuck it. Plus, I was getting threatened a lot, and it got dangerous down there. And I had a couple guys try and fuck me up one night. I got away from them. And it was just, you know, the writing was on the wall. Plus, it had changed quite. It wasn't like the early days when I went down there. You know, when I was going down there, that was a 200-mile drive one way. I stayed at hotels when I was down there. It's not like I was living near there. But I had great times, man. I'll tell you, I would rank that time in my life. I wasn't doing too well myself, actually. Depression. I would honestly say that I'd put that one of the top 10 best times of my life. Going in those abandoned buildings and just getting into that innocently and getting to know them and the lifestyle. For 2 years, it was just like I couldn't get enough of it. So fun. I mean, it was a great experience. And I knew when I was doing it that, you know, that wasn't going to last forever. I knew that was a golden moment. The police were all pissed because they'd taken a pay cut and they took some of their benefits away, so they weren't enforcing any laws. So, you know, if you got caught in those buildings, they wouldn't do shit. They were just driving around doing nothing. It's not quite like that now. And a lot of those buildings have been buttoned up, you know, doors welded shut, that kind of thing. They catch you in there, they'll rack it off in your ass. And Detroit has an ordinance. It's against the law to be in any unoccupied building unless you have written consent from the owner. Which, how you have that? Like you're going to be in the Packard building, and it's like, oh yeah, here the city of Detroit, and they say just go in there whenever you want. Yeah, Delray, man. I thought too. Let me tell you, from the first day I started going down to Delray recording, I knew that, you better get what you can, because that was even before they talked about that bridge. And then when I knew the bridge was coming in, I knew it was going to change things, but not that much. And I thought, I'm just going to video. I did kind of get late to the party in Delray, but it was better than nothing. Yeah, but I love that. I had such great times watching freighters and getting coffees and reading the Free Press and the news down by the water, and it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, the guy down there that made Michigan, yeah, he's down there a lot too, but it's not the same. Yeah, that guy, I think I blocked him a long time ago. He was, yeah, he's just a guy I'd rather have nothing to do with. Yeah, I think they missed me because they were getting free things and selling them and, turning in their cash cards and every other goddamn thing. It's a big con game. And the ones that fake sincerity the best are the ones that get the most stuff. There were some that I really trusted, believe it or not, like Becky, Raven, I think Ebony. Yeah, I don't think they'd ever set me up, but you just never know. Yeah, the Bade in Michigan got there way too late. He tried doing what everybody else was doing, and nobody really seemed to give a shit. I don't think YouTube wants to promote that kind of blight anymore anyway. There's another guy runs around Detroit's Comeback channel. He does a lot of stuff. Yeah, it really was. What's even worse with Raven is, they treated the family like shit, didn't really do any investigation at all. Once they find out you're a working girl down there, they're not going to do anything. If you listen to that one interview that I did with Allie, she talked about how they belittled her and talked down to her, made her feel like shit. Those fucking cops that find out it's me down there call per hour to show up. They don't do shit. They're always catching them breaking into buildings, embezzlement. Just Google Detroit police corruption. And I know prostitutes down there that planted dope on for sure. And why would they tell me, about having a stolen pistol on, get busted for that, and then lie about some drug that met the threshold for a felony? It just didn't make sense. The black hair girl in the McDonald's, yeah, I didn't really know her. I didn't know that. Yeah, she did die. Yep. It was in the McDonald's video. Yeah, I didn't know her. She did die, and I didn't count her in the people that I knew that died because, I'd seen her a couple times, but I never really interviewed her, and, it just wasn't somebody I, had any kind of relationship with. Yeah, I think Jamie, the white girl, the one Jamie died, she was doing DoorDash or something like that. They found her dead in a parking lot over in Canton Township, delivering food or something. Yeah, pretty girl. Yeah, sure was. There's some girls down there. When they first got there, they were really cute. Becky has fantastic genes. French, skinny, slim, eat whatever she wants, never get fat. For a couple kids, she still had a good body. Raven had a perfect body, really. No nutrition, eating crappy, strung out on drugs. God, man, that's just street life ate her alive. You know, she stripped and then got in a car accident and lost her teeth, and they didn't want her stripping anymore. And, you know, had a heroin addiction, and, well, that's the next best thing to try and figure out a way to make some money. I mean, I don't know if it's good news or bad news, but, you know, I kind of got her reunited with her family because of those videos. Someone noticed it and told them, and they got in touch with me. Yeah, really pretty, just great genetics. You know, the hardest part over with, born good looking. Oh yeah, I used to do that. Yeah, I got fucked out of about 200 of that money towards the end with that girl married to that older Arab guy over in Hamtramck. I'm sure she fucking blew all that money on those lattes and shit she got at Tim Hortons. But I was leaving, and I tried for a whole year to find those people and everything. And, you know, he was going to give it to people that need it in the area. I bet it just got all blown on shit for her. She couldn't come up with one video. She said people didn't want to be on camera. Well, then how did I do it? Because the money was to pay him. It wasn't for her. Yeah, but I've been tricked by a few of those people. That Sharon was like that too. You know, just fucking scammers. They just, it's the nature of the beast, man, I'm telling you. I'm lucky I was able to get out of there and not have any connection with any of them. You know, Tassie seemed okay for a while, but it's just such a low batting average. You're just dealing with just such, like, dishonest, fucked up, dysfunctional people. I'm glad to not do it. I mean, I don't miss it, to say the truth. Not the way it ended. I mean, I missed it how it was in the beginning, but that was a lot of that was from being naive, didn't know any better. So it was good. It's like we're gonna get some fog tonight too. Oh, there's that moon coming up, gorgeous. See it over there? You see that moon over the mirror? Oh yeah, it's awesome. Beautiful yellow moon. Let's see if I can zoom in on a little. Probably not. I don't think I can. You see it over there, over the mirror, that yellow? We got a nice fog bank coming in. Look it up here. So I might get some good video. No, I didn't. No, I still got my truck. It's actually in Hilton Head right now. I got to get rid of that thing, man. I got to get something else. I've just been lazy about it. You know, I still got a bunch of shit to do in my house. All I do is like read books, watch porn, go out to eat, drink Starbucks coffees, exercise. You know, I was thinking today, I guess that just keeping an organized house, I don't care about anymore. And then I think, well, the time that I normally would be organized and stuff, I'm on YouTube now. So, I mean, I know it's fucked up, but at the end of the day, all the time's gone. I don't want to devote any to do something that doesn't really seem to bother me. I'm sure if I was dating somebody or I was having someone visit, I'd get it in shape. Yeah, the drones, yeah. I think that's all. They don't worry about those drones. I mean, they had lights on them. There's 50 of them together. I mean, it's not exactly a spy mission. It wouldn't bother me a bit. I'd wonder where they were from and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think it'd keep me up at night. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll tell you, there's like, you can't just shoot something out of the air because you don't know what it is. I mean, even I know that. That's why I think it's the government. If they're not, they have, and drones is an unmanned aircraft. You can have a jet engine on it or a pack of AAA batteries. And those seem like they were big, but from what I saw, they don't look like the kind that fly 500 miles and drop a bomb on your house. I mean, could you have done a worse job of trying to be subversive? I think it was just somebody fucking with somebody. And here's another thing, too. Governments are very good at using the media to turn people against countries. China is an example. We're going to start fucking with China now. And you can say, well, the drones, a spy told us it was a Chinese drone, then everybody hates China already. It's, and now we're going to say, well, we think they're Chinese drones. Now everybody hates China, and you get a lot of government support. Everything. Yeah, no, it's not that big a deal. They did it in the perfect place, though, a heavily congested area. A million people saw it, took photos of it. I also don't understand why you would have, 40 of them together. I mean, you can take a zillion pictures with those things, even an amateur one. I probably, for all we know, they kept adding them until somebody probably noticed them. It's like they tried 1, 2, finally. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here. I'll do a live in a little bit, for a little bit, about another 20 minutes. But it's going to be a shitty signal anyway.